warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello friends,
Let me introduce you. My name is Anindya and
my name is Yuda,
we are from
SMA Negeri 1 Pelaihari. Today we will show you how to make sasirangan. Just to let you know, sasirangan is typical of South Kalimantan clothes that can be used as headband, belt, scarf, hood, and also traditional kemben or tank top for women.
In the process of production, we apply dyeing process using a barrier that is sewn with yarn in order to obtain the desired pattern. The pattern will be obtained from stitching or bonding combinations. The motifs and patterns also heavily influenced by the color compositions.
The color ingredient, we try to make something different. We will use natural ingredient for the color.
You must be curious how to make it. Well, let's watch this video to the end of the process. Also, there are our friends that will help us today. They are Dina, Fitria, and Nida.
First of all, we will show you some tools and material that we use today. There are white cotton fabric with size 50 x 50 cm. Some pairs of gloves for the dyeing process.
A special yarn for sasirangan and a needle that the size is matched with the thickness of the fabric. Beside that, we will need some pen, some buckets, and a wash basin to wash the fabric after we dye it.
The first step that we need to do is draw the design of the pattern. Draw it on thick paper first, and then draw it on the white cloth, so that the pattern will look presentable.
After we finish it, the second step is to sew the patterns. In Bahasa, we usually call it menjelujur. Before we sew it, we have to make sure that the end of the yarn is tied tightly and left some part of the yarn to make us easily pull it to make wrinkles.
The third step is to pull the yarn. In Bahasa, we call it menyisit. Pull the yarn strongly, so that the pattern will look pretty after we dye it.
The fourth step is coloring.
Before we dye it, moisten the fabric with water to make the color soak perfectly.
Color the fabric with dyeing technique. Here, we want this pattern to be brown and to be yellow. We will dye it in yellow first.
Then, dye the fabric. While the dye is heat up, wait for 10 to 30 minutes and turn off the stove. Leave it for about 1 hour to make it dry.
Because we want to make the wrinkle part in another color, we spray it with brown color on the wrinkles. Then we dry it.
After the cloth is considered to dry, the fifth step is to remove the yarn entirely to erase the motifs. Afterward, wash and dry it to make sure the color is erasing.
In final process, the cloth is ironed to make it smooth, sleek, and neat. After we iron the sasirangan, finally the sasirangan cloth is ready to use. Previously, we've been trying to make another sasirangan with different motifs and different colors. This gray color we got from a mixture of green suji and purple sweet potato. That's all of our explanation about how to make sasirangan cloth.
We hope that you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Thank you so much for watching.
See you next time.
Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.